I have been wanting to do this video for so long, and I really wanted to emphasize something that really changed my life and really brought out what makes Apple so special to me. And it's something that's so personal that you wear it on your wrist. Today we're talking about the Apple Watch, and not in any particular generation or specific one because I've had 3 in my lifetime, but I want to talk about ways that changed my life, and fitness is the driver. It definitely emphasized and really encouraged the importance of health and fitness in my life. And by being able to take advantage of Apple Fitness Plus, which was released in December of 2020, was the perfect opportunity for me to really structure my life in a way that adapted to the health and fitness parts of my life that have been so long avoided for so many years, that it really changed every part of me. Really helped kickstart my fitness journey and got me where I am today. So with all of that being said, the beginning of 2015 is when I got my Apple Watch, the very first Apple Watch that they ever released. I got the Apple Watch Sport. I remember there was the Apple Watch Sport, the stainless steel, and then the Apple Watch Gold Edition, which was insane back then because it was literally, I think it was 18 karat gold or 20. I think you could literally get different gold options, and they were thousands and thousands of dollars. They were so beautiful, but very unobtainable at the time. I was 15 years old. So I begged and begged my family for Christmas that year, and I was gifted an Apple Watch Sport. And I remember being so cool and being able to like scroll on Instagram and do all of that fun stuff for the Apple Watch on my wrist. And I really liked having that and being able to track my steps, and most importantly, closing my rings. I think when Apple did the rings, I think that they really took it as an opportunity to change something that Fitbit had been doing for a long time with their step goals, and really emphasizing the importance of standing and also moving and exercise. So there's 3 main goals when it comes to the Apple Watch, and it's stand, move, and exercise. All 3 of them can be changed to adapt to your needs and your specific goals. Being able to change your move goal is probably the most important one. I think you can flex them a little bit more now. I haven't checked in a long time. I kind of have them set at a certain degree where I can just track them and I know exactly what my goals are for each day. And making sure that I close my goals is probably one of the biggest things and most important things for me to do each day. It really allows me to track my steps and ensure that I am in a healthy routine. And being able to go to the gym or do Apple Fitness Plus workouts is really game changing. Using Apple Fitness Plus is really what got me in my fitness journey, and I started using the original Apple Watch when it first came out, and I was using it. Well, I was a heavy runner. I did run a lot. Aside from that, I didn't really do much else aside with like weightlifting or anything like that. And so I took the opportunity to learn more about what Apple could offer with Apple Fitness Plus in 2020. And that's when I really started my fitness journey, and it really allowed me to dive in and have fun with weight training or doing things like HIIT workouts or running on the treadmill, cycling. There's so many great workouts that Apple Fitness Plus offers, and I think now they even offer kickboxing, and there's Pilates and core and strength training. All of them are amazing, and being able to create your own routine each day and set goals to obtain them, it's just so amazing. And it was a perfect opportunity for me because everything was closed down and like public gyms were not accessible, so having to work out in my room and watch it on the Apple TV or my iPad. It wasn't the best or most ideal situation, but it definitely changed my entire life. Seeing the results is really what made it worth it. And I really admired the trainers and just having that fun with them and motivation with them. They really inspired me and really helped change my whole fitness life. And now going to the gym or using Apple Fitness Plus is literally part of my everyday routine, and I don't think I could live without it. I think I might go insane if I didn't. I'm just flattered by what the Apple Watch has really done with my life. And I know it's just fitness and you're thinking, oh, it's just the gym or just working your body. Yeah, absolutely. But the things that you get after and the way that you feel after you do that each day, it's just incredibly motivational. I cannot emphasize it enough. I am so grateful that I took that leap of faith back. It's been almost 5 years ago now, but just taking that leap of faith and really trusting the process, it really changed everything about me, and I'm really happy about that. So now we're 5 years in, and I've gotten to the point where I can use the Apple Watch and track my workouts, that track my heart rate or the distance I might have ran or cycled or etc. And it's great for checking those workouts and also seeing your results, but also challenging yourself and comparing what you did with this. Oh, I did this 5K run and this is a specific amount of time, but then I did it faster the last time, so I know I can push myself the next time. There's so many great ways that the Apple Watch keeps you motivated and keeps you going, and I'm really excited for Workout Buddy in the fall. That will be part of watchOS 26 that is coming out, so I'm really excited for that, and having a personal trainer in your ear motivating you throughout whatever workout you're doing to keep you going, and also comparing those previous results from previous workouts to whatever you're doing currently. That's going to be great for runs and cycling and all the other things that I love to do with Apple Watch. Another great thing about the Apple Watch is challenges and badges. So you can take and earn so many different challenges by doing so many different things. They have one every month, something specific. And like there's one for Earth Day or things like that, just going on a walk or completing a workout, you'll earn an award, and that's really cool. And the best thing is that you can share your activity and your rings with people and friends that are close to you, and you can compare them and compete. And that's really fun whenever you have a workout streak and you want to compete with someone and you're trying to stay motivated, but it also keeps them motivated too. It's amazing for that. And also just checking in with family and friends who also have Apple Watches to see how their fitness is going and how their rings are going, and making sure they stay on top of them. So that's how the Apple Watch changed my life, and it wasn't for Apple Fitness Plus, I honestly would not be where I am in my fitness journey today. Now, I'm not a bodybuilder or anything like that, but I do really see the results from what the Apple Watch has allowed me to do and continue growing, and I'm still learning and growing every single day, and I'm really proud of where I am and how far I've come in my fitness journey. Now, aside from fitness, there's also a health aspect of the Apple Watch. From things like the ECG, it'll automatically check if there's irregular heart rhythms. Things like that is really mind-blowing, or even things like blood oxygen levels and checking that is really cool. There's so many health features that are involved that really make the Apple Watch so special, and seeing some of these stories that Apple shares in their Apple events is really mind-blowing and just so personal and raw. And I really love hearing people when they share how their lives were completely changed or even saved by the Apple Watch, from things like fall detection or emergency SOS when there's a crash, and it automatically calls emergency services whenever someone's injured or they detect a car crash. I mean, it's just amazing what this small piece of technology that is on your wrist can really do. I have the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's just the first generation. I never got the second one, but I'm really excited to see what the Apple Watch third generation is going to bring. And I'm hearing things about satellite services might come to the Apple Watch Ultra, or even things like 5G, which would be really great. So I'm excited for that. I'm not quite sure what Apple's gonna bring, but I know they're gonna always bring something that's gonna be pulling me over the edge to buy it and stinging at me now. In addition to health, there's also mindfulness and mental health, and having your Apple Watch ding you throughout the day, which you can turn off, but I always leave it on, to remind you to take a breath or take a step back and reflect on your day, or just take a second to breathe. I mean, it's just so thoughtful, and in times of high stress or even times where I've had high anxiety or even a panic attack, I've used this breathing feature to really pull myself together and allow myself to bring myself to the present and what's happening in my surroundings. And I'm really, really, really happy that Apple has this feature. It's saved me so many times throughout so many stressful events in my life, so I'm really grateful for this. And another one that I'm really, really working on is my sleep. So Apple Watch Ultra allows you to sleep track or track your sleep throughout the night, and it shows your REM and also your blood levels, your heart rate, and vitals, essential vitals. So this previous week I was sick, and I wasn't quite sure if I was sick because I had a fever, but then it went away and then it came back, and it was a whole mess. I was so out of it. But my Apple Watch actually notified me in the morning after I woke up and everything that, hey, like your vitals were very low during your sleep, and this might be due to sickness or illness. And it showed me exactly what it was. It was my heart rate and things like that. Like, it showed all of my different vitals throughout the night, and I could go into my iPhone and actually I could see all of my vitals in the app, and it showed me specifically what was low and what I needed to pay attention to. And it allowed me to really, oh yeah, I'm sick. Like that was very reassuring, and I could show that my doctor this information. I actually had to go to urgent care because I was sick and I had a fever, really high fever. I'm not quite sure what I had, but thankfully I am doing much better. Another essential feature of the sleep is wind down and setting your sleep alarm, so it allows you to make sure that you're getting your sleep goals and hitting them each night. That I'm still working on because I do like to stay up late, but I also like to get up early, which doesn't really work out. But it allows me to really work on my sleep goals, and hopefully one day I can get my 8 hours of sleep each night. But I do get around 7 on average, so that's pretty close. But I am working on that, so I'm really happy that they have these sleep features, and I'm excited to see what new features they're going to bring in the Apple Watch Ultra Series 3 in the fall. Another addition to having the Apple Watch is the reduced stress and screen time that you actually use on your iPhone. There's so many times when I need to quickly do something so simple, like send a chat or back to someone, or just send a little heart emoji. Like there's so many times I need to do that, or I completely forgot to text someone back, and I'm like, oh my god, let me do that really quick. And instead of like pulling my phone out and going on Instagram and completely forgetting what I'm doing, the Apple Watch saves me so much screen time and time that I can just simply go in and do that and really get in touch with someone that I simply needed to respond to. Or even if I'm just very busy and I have something that is coming across my phone or as a notification or something, and just quickly need to read it, it's so nice to just glance at your Apple Watch and really get whatever that information is from just glancing at your Apple Watch. And if it's not important, just put your wrist down. Like, it's so easy to really use your Apple Watch, and I love using it. There's so many great features involved, and using Apple Pay is probably one of my favorite ways to use the Apple Watch, honestly. Just being able to go on a run without my phone, connect to my AirPods, and then I need like a Gatorade or something and I don't have my phone with me, I can still use my Apple Watch to pay using Apple Pay, and that is really, really cool. Another underrated feature that I love about the Apple Watch is the walkie-talkie. Ironically, I love using this when I'm in a grocery store with my partner and I need to talk to him, but I don't feel like calling him or digging on my phone, or maybe I don't even have my phone with me. Using walkie-talkie is so effortless, and if he has an Apple Watch and I have an Apple Watch, or if you have an Apple Watch, walkie-talkie is so easy to set up. You just go to Control Center, set it up, and boom. Then next thing you know, you're using walkie-talkie all the time and your partner is exhausted and tired of you for being annoying. And sometimes I just do it to say, hey, I love you. I love using walkie-talkie, or even using the digital touch features. I love sending the heartbeat ones because it's your actual heartbeat when you use it on the Apple Watch, in case you didn't know. And that is so thoughtful and cute to send throughout the day when you're thinking of someone you love and also just want to give them a little scribble. So I love using those features, and that's what makes the Apple Watch so special. And it's things like the rings or the fitness and all of these, the health features and sleep tracking, that really makes the Apple Watch what it is, and I would not trade it for anything in the world. I'm really excited to see what Apple has for the Apple event in the fall with the new iPhones, so stay tuned for all of that. I'll do a really great recap of that for you guys, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to Techie Sati. Make sure you like, comment, and tell me what your favorite Apple Watch feature is, of course, in the comments. And like always, be you, stay true, love you, toodles.